Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to Spyro Prototype Chilled. Today we are in Dreamweavers and we are going to enter Dark Passage, and don't forget that we are keeping those lovely, calming, what some of you call ASMR vibes throughout this whole playthrough. So even if something frustrating happens, the challenge for myself is to remain calm. Now, let's look at this for just a second. Things certainly look a bit different to me. I want to say that these lampposts are different in the final version of the game and that there's a little bit more light back here. But I also don't recognize these, and I could be completely wrong, because this is one of those details that I feel like I could have just missed in the original, and it might very well be in the final version of the game. But you all tell me what you think. Do you remember these torches, or do you not? I do not, but again, could be my memory. Alright, so as you know, if you played the original final version of Spyro 1, or even the Reignited Trilogy version, these guys right here are a pain in the ass. They are these little fairy-like court jester looking dudes. I don't know their exact names offhand. I used to, I will look it up, but they are annoying because when they turn their light off, the little critters that you can easily attack turn large and scary. So they're simply sitting here teasing everyone who walks through the Dark Passage. So what we do to fix that is we run over to the little guy and we flame him. And what in the world? Hold on a second. Do you guys see that? That is new. That was new. Normally these turtles spit fireballs, but they are actually spitting out fire bats? It honestly looks like something from Zelda Ocarina of Time, and yeah, I died just to get a good look at that. It was worth it to me. It genuinely was worth it to me. Wow. That was wild. Now, these dogs, thank God, in the prototype do not make the terrible whimpering noise that they do in the final version, because the sound effects have not been applied yet. However, when they do, it is the saddest thing in the world, and thank God we just got another life. This guy is actually really difficult to beat. His reaction time is a lot quicker than it ends up being in the original. Wow. So, okay. Gonna have the same problem here. Let's run back for a moment, hold our breath, and try again. There we go. Sometimes when you run into clusters of enemies, it is helpful and very good to pull back for a moment, get a few at a time. But these dogs, their final large version, this red stuff, this red creature that happens, I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't know if it's just a demonic creepy creature, like a fictional thing, or if it's based on something, but it is quite scary, and I should have included it in my poll that I did on scariest creatures in the Spyro series and Spyro 1, but there will be many more of those polls, so I will add it. Might even add it before you all see this. But it's creepy, it gives me the creeps, and for some reason when I was a kid it reminded me of someone I knew. I've said this before on probably one of my other playthroughs, I don't remember which one, I can't keep up, I'm doing so many, but it reminded me of someone I knew when I was a kid who turned out to be not a nice person, so maybe it was my intuition telling me that this person was not as nice as I thought she was. Oh my. The timing of that was just uncanny. I didn't realize I was close enough to trigger the angry beast, but I was. I certainly was. Now, something else I'm noticing is I have not seen fodder mushroom fodder. Maybe there isn't any yet. Here's a good example of when it's good to pull back, give it a minute, and try again. There we go. Now that turtle was worth 25 points. I don't think he normally is. Doesn't mean he isn't. It just means I don't remember him being. Thankful for this. This is the first time I have found this random, seemingly pointless passage useful. I was able to go down and come back instead of dying. So that was good. This seems impossible. Yes, see, I figured it would be. I figured it might be. At least without proper sparks. So, what we will do is we will run through this. Run through this. And just ignore those enemies since we already got them, because there's no sense in wasting all that energy on combat that is unnecessary. Now we do have to get this guy because we haven't gotten his gems yet. So here we go. So we can go ahead and get this. This is interesting how stacked these two are. The spacing, they didn't even have the spacing aligned, which is interesting, but we have to go this way still and finish the level. So let's see what's going on over here. Curious what's missing. So yes, it seems that they didn't want to place, for whatever reason, maybe it was, I don't know why, maybe the assets weren't ready, but they did not put the explosion chest here either. And if you remember in our Dreamweavers part, they hadn't put the Dreamweavers dynamite chest in yet either. This is a horrible part normally when you have to charge through those dogs and hear their whimpering, but since we don't have sound effects in the prototype, we don't have to cry. We can take a break from crying, which is nice, because sometimes I just don't want to cry. You know, sometimes I'm just not feeling it, especially on camera. So yeah, that was different, which is probably why that one turtle was worth 25, because I don't think, typically, that any of the turtles are worth 25. That was not good. That's not good at all, because I think we have 0 lives. And we're not even close to getting another life. And another thing that's been weird is for some reason there aren't life chests right now. So it is very possible that I could game over in this part, which is unfortunate. We are going to save the game. But we're almost to the end, so what I have to do is learn how to navigate this new enemy. See, it flies all the way toward me, and I guess it just dies after a moment, but oh, okay. Unfortunately, we experienced a game over, and this is largely because life chests have been missing. So let's go back into Dark Hollow. I will meet you where we left off at the end of the level. So bear with me and I'll see you in a sec. Idiot. Oh my gosh, guys. I accidentally stumbled upon this. So I got knocked off of a cliff when I was on my way back to the end of the level like I told you. And when I got knocked down here, I realized that the death water is actually solid right now. So it is animated to look like death, but it's solid, and yeah, it's solid all the way across it. So I will actually have to exit the level to even respawn, but is this not the coolest thing ever? Okay, y'all, now we're back to where we're supposed to be, but I'm telling you, that absolutely blew my mind when I fell to the bottom and there wasn't a death animation. It makes me wonder if the purple goo is the same, but I don't want to test it right now because I worked so hard to get back here. But yeah, that's an interesting thing to have not been finished yet. And what's wild about it is it's essentially game-breaking, because when you fall, you have to exit the level. You can't get out on your own. So that is definitely a game changer. And now we're in the Hell Room, which is funny considering we have demon devil cupids here. Hell Room seems fitting, especially with turtles that spit out, oh no, hellish bats. Yeah, that's definitely a thing that's happening right now, and I don't like it, but it's okay. Because we are finally almost at the end of the level. So, let's check our inventory. We are missing a 5-pointer. Oh no. And this happened to us. Hold on. I didn't mean to do that, but let's just pretend that I took the exit portal. Because at this point, it doesn't make that much of a difference, right? So anyway, if you remember, we had the same issue here in Metalhead. So at this point in the game, I believe that they were not adding in those gems that they've been putting in the return home portals. So if you've been with us for a while now, and if you haven't, check out the playlist and catch up. But they do add gems to the homeworld portals in the prototype, which is not something that they did in the final version. But for some reason, in Metalhead, that gem is not there, and it seems that the same is true for Dark Passage, so we will not be able to get that 5-pointer, but what we can do is be excited for the next level, which is Lofty Castle, my favorite, probably my favorite in the whole game. I struggle between picking Lofty Castle and High Caves as my favorite Spyro 1 level, but here we are. So if you're enjoying this content, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more. Be sure to engage with our community here. There's a lot of Spyro-themed content, whether it be polls and quizzes, or fun reels, nostalgic stuff, little games. There's all kinds of stuff we have going on over here on Not Ripto's Father's channel, aka me. So thank you for watching. If you want to join the Discord server, the link is in the description, and I will see y'all soon.